Hi, welcome to Nightbird Tarot. My name is Brooke, and welcome to your 2015 Tarot forecast. Please watch for your rising, your sun, as well as your moon sign. These are free generalized readings for the general public view. If you'd like a more in-depth private reading with me, you can head on over to nightbirdtarot.wordpress.com to see the readings that I do offer. You're also feel free to email me at nightbirdtarot@gmail.com as well. And this reading is for Taurus. And Taurus, Happy New Year! And I'm doing a 13 card spread for the total year. Each card will have attributes or energies for the year as well as for the month. And then the 13th card will be the general theme for the year. So Taurus, let's get started and see what's in store for you for 2015. And my candle just blew out. It's okay. 2015, I don't believe it. I always get excited around the new year. Because so much can happen in just one year. So every year is a gift. No matter what it brings, it's a gift. All right, Taurus. Let's get started. Taurus, you're out of the gates. I already see it. You're out of the gates. You're out of the starting gates already. Taurus. Taurus, you have a lot of love and relationships and emotions and all sorts of stuff happening, especially in terms of relationships and love. You're just out of the gates. Okay. For the first part of the year, especially for Taurus, is a real new beginning of some kind, especially in relationships. And you have the Ace of Cups. And this can also be applicable to your health as well. So there's a new beginning in terms of renewals of emotions, new starts in relationships, new relationships forming. You may be falling in love. You may also be receiving good news about something, a new beginning. This could be a new beginning in your health as well. If you have been suffering from a condition or if you've been under the weather, it's a total sum of new beginnings, especially in emotions and especially in love. Okay, the Ace of Cups. So your cup runneth over with good emotions, good vibrations, especially in the first part of the year, which would be an indicator in January. So, wow, that's a big card, Taurus, for you, especially in the first month of the year. So Taurus, keep me posted about that because that's really, really wonderful to see. So that's very positive for Taurus, for new love or new beginnings, even, emotional renewals in love. This could be the upswing of things. So that's very positive to see for Taurus. Now, following this, Taurus, again, you have a relationship card going into the month of February. And this can also be a relationship card in terms of work or your income, where things are really fruitful and things are really forming with other people. And this also could be an indicator for children. If there are Taurians out there that are pregnant or having babies, You know, your due date might be in February, I don't know, but something in terms of love and emotions and situations involving relationships and the forming of relationships and that word again, the solidarity of relationships, or just this feeling of solidarity within a situation. But this is a very strong relationship card. So I have a feeling for Tarians, especially in the first couple of months of 2015, you're going to be entering into new relationships, or the existing relationships that you're in are really going to be forming stronger bonds or stronger connections as well. Now, what's interesting in the third month and people around you, don't become too possessive of this relationship or feel like you have to hold on so tightly, or especially hold on too tightly to possible possessions or material possessions for Taurians. Kind of let go a little bit, let go of the grip. You know, it doesn't mean because of what happened to your last relationship that's going to happen in this new relationship. So just kind of step back a little bit and let the relationship happen and let it flow and let it breathe a little bit, and just try not to be so possessive or even be too controlling about an outcome or a situation or relationship, because you may find, Taurians, around the fourth month of the year, which is April, that if you become too possessive or controlling over a situation, that you might find yourself revisiting old patterns of existing relationships, and you don't want to see repeated patterns of something being destroyed for yourself. So just remember to hold on loosely, okay? You can hold on to somebody, but just hold on loosely, so to speak. And also be aware that there may be, perhaps, in the home or the family, this is separate from your love life, but in the home or the family, there may also be an event that may happen, possibly where there may be an event that may cause you some worry or stress. Not something traumatic, but in terms of something is never quite the same again. And this could involve something to do with your home life or your family life. But it may involve a certain person, because you have a court card next to this, and this is the King of Cups. And cups are associated with the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But the King of Cups in particular is a very loving, happy, outgoing type of older gentleman. It could be a father figure, mature type of person, older gentleman, brother, husband, boyfriend, grandfather even, but someone who makes others feel really special, has a great sense of humor. He's very creative, very imaginative, very loving, very unconditional love. So there may be something surrounding this person, especially in the fourth or fifth month. And he's a very adventurous type of person. And actually, you have 2 court cards in your spread. So this relationship that possibly many Taurians may be forming in the first part of the year may have something to do with this actual court card. So just keep that in mind, okay? Because you're really coming out of the gates in the first part of the year of relationships. Something is going to be really strongly formed, a strong bond, but just hold on loosely, because we don't want to repeat perhaps events of the past out of fear, okay? But there's definitely, especially for those who are in existing relationships and coming into 2015. Now, around the months of May or June, for many Taurians, you may find yourself something to do with your work environment. You may be leaving a position where there was disappointment or pain involved with other people. There's an indicator of possible backstabbing behavior from other people. And this is around the months of May or June. So this is summer, almost summer. So the end of springtime, the beginnings of summer. Now I'm in the United States on the East Coast. So this is the Western Hemisphere. So wherever you are in the world, your seasons can be applicable to as this as well. But there may be many of you that might be leaving a position, changing jobs. You also may be, leaving that relationship as well, or there may be a final ending to something. But it's in your position of work, so this could be something involving work where you may feel like you've gathered what you need and you're just ready to walk away, because it may have brought you much disappointment, especially in the last year. And this may also be indicative of like a final ending, of not returning to that same position. Now with this relationship that's noted for Taurians, don't let your fantasies or your imagination go into overdrive this year, Taurians, because there's a card of escapism or like imagination overdrive and daydreaming too much or fantasizing too much perhaps of what you want. And if you're single Taurians, you may find yourself doing that as well, of where you want the relationship to go or how you want the relationship to be. And don't allow yourself to fall into separate realism from your realism and fantasy. You need to separate them and not get so caught up in the fantasy part of your fantasy life. And for those that may be leaving a situation or a job or even a relationship this year, I see around the month of August, it may start up in June for you, where you may make the decision mentally to leave a place and you may not actually do it until August, where it may take a month or a couple of months. So you submit your resignation, you may not leave for a month, you may not leave for a couple of months, or it may finally feel like you've finally left it after a couple of months, like you're just finally done with it. Like no more responsibilities tied to the place, no more phone calls, letters, like not associated with it at all. But I see definite movement for Taurus in the summer months. And this, where you may be ending something, Taurians, or leaving something, you may be daydreaming about where to go next, or you may be having fantasies or a little bit of disillusionment about where to go next. But you're definitely going to be leaving something and ending things. Now with travel for Taurians this year, don't stress or worry too much about or have sleepless nights too much about the fact that perhaps you've left a situation, or you may be leaving a work situation, and you may not be able to possibly afford to go anywhere, or perhaps you have anxiety about traveling, if you're afraid to fly perhaps, or if you're afraid to travel abroad, that you've never done anything like that before. Don't let the fears or the anxieties overtake you in that area. And also, if there's Taurians out there that are maybe perhaps leaving a position or leaving a job situation, and you're thinking about returning back to school even and wanting to further your education, don't stress or worry or have too much anxiety about that. That's noted for you in that sector of the year, but don't allow the worry and the stress to undermine your goals or to sabotage your dreams or to sabotage your ideals for the future. So try not to let the anxiety overtake you. But I do see Taurians leaving a situation, whether it's a job or a relationship. You could even actually be physically relocating. And once again, you have another final ending card for Taurians, and this is more of perhaps when you leave a job, the friends that you had at that job you may not be in contact with as much anymore towards the latter half of the year. You may find yourself separating from people that you thought were most important to you, especially in a job or work environment. That's noted. So there may be ties that are severed for you, but it's enabling you to move on. Okay, and this may also involve other people that perhaps you felt betrayed by or disappointed by, especially in a job environment. For Taurians, where you're ready to move on. So this is around the months of October, November. You may be really feeling like you're ready to move on. Now, once again, you do have another court card. Now, this is the King of Swords. You had the King of Cups earlier, and this is quite fascinating. So you have the King of Swords, and he's related to the air signs. But this king in particular is a real logical, mental thinker, and he's also not antisocial, but he's not as outgoing as the King of Cups. So for Taurians out there, the King of Swords is prominent or relevant for you, especially towards the latter part of the year. This could once again be a father figure, a husband, brother, grandfather, uncle, boyfriend, brother. So this person's noted, and he is more of a logical thought process type of person. He doesn't really take a risk. He really plans things out, and he may come to your assistance in helping you perhaps to plan your next step in things if you have left a relationship or leaving one this year, Taurus, or if you've left a work situation, or if you have moved on or moved away from something. He may come to your assistance, or he may figure prominently for you. And he may be a really close friend. He may be someone in your social circle as well. I kind of get the feeling from the King of Cups that he is more of a lover, a husband, boyfriend, okay, even a father type figure, because he's offering love. He's more kind of offering advice, okay? So keep that in mind this coming year, Taurians. This king in the first part of the year, I think, is really associated with this potential relationship coming in for you, especially in the first part of 2015, or the renewal of ties or emotions in an existing relationship. And this person, towards the end of the year, is going to help you plan things out or to help you take the next step. So something's really changing for Taurus for 2015, and things that perhaps were on your mind during the year that you weren't sure about, or that you kind of felt perhaps that you needed a reawakening or you needed a rebirth, you're going to find towards the end of 2015 that things in your life for the year are going to naturally phase themselves out and take you to the next level. So just go with the flow, okay? And you're going to find yourself, especially at the end of 2015, November, December, many Taurians may find themselves in a rebirth period and a reawakening period and a renewal period of their lives, because you're going through relationships are really noted for you for 2015, not only personally but professionally. So you're going through perhaps lessons with these relationships, and you're going to find yourself possibly for Taurians at the end of 2015 feeling this reawakening about your life and about how things have gone for you throughout the year. But the real theme for Taurus for 2015 is new beginnings, new starts. And new starts come from endings as well, but new starts in relationships, new opportunities for job opportunities, new starts are like births, even if there are ones out there, Taurus, if you're wanting to have children, or this could be an indicator of getting pregnant this year. This could also be a possibility of getting married or engaged as well. So there's a lot of love, there's a lot of emotions, and there's a lot of movement of leaving things. And it's all about new beginnings, and it's all really represented of births or renewals or reawakenings for Taurus for 2015. So that's pretty special for you, Taurus. I think 2015 is going to be a really learning life lessons kind of year for you in terms of relationships, as well as in terms of leaving situations to better yourself and to possibly walk away from certain people, and also the entrance of new relationships and new beginnings in love. But you have these dreams and you have these wants of wanting something for your life this year, Taurus, but don't let the anxiety or the worry or the stress overcome you. Don't lose sleep over this, because you're being guided into a new direction, and you're really going to find yourself with a reawakening and a rebirth this year. And it's all about new beginnings and births on different levels, emotionally births. New beginnings on different levels. There could be new beginnings in relationships, love, marriage, pregnancies, children, new beginnings, new starts with other people. There's a real relationship feel to your year, Taurus, and I'm really excited for you. So keep me posted. I wish you much hope, much faith, and many blessings for the year of 2015. And I think you're going to have a great year, and it's going to be very symbolic of what you want in your life and what you're willing to put up with, what you're willing to bring into your life, as well as possibly setting boundaries with other people as well, Taurus. So good luck to you. Happy New Year. Enjoy the year 2015. I'll be back in February for your next monthly tarot forecast. I won't be doing them for January because I'm doing the yearlies. So I'll be back in February for your next monthly tarot forecast. So Taurus, Happy New Year to you. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.